Hi, Collective. Welcome back to Love, Light, and Life Affirm, your daily affirmations for self-love and growth. Hi, Cancers. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. So this is going to be your quick deep dive. I'm just going to give you guys some quick advice. Not going to be too long, but I'm going to give you guys some deep dive oracle. I'm also going to get you guys a money spread. I'm going to get you guys a message from your higher self, a Zodiac 180 message, and then also love messages from the person on your mind. All right, Cancers, welcome back to all of my current followers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Thank you so much for your love and support. Welcome any new and incoming followers and subscribers. Welcome in, you guys. All right, Cancer, let's take a deep dive. Let's see what your advice is at this time. Okay, so the first energy out for Cancers, it says mystery within. Okay, look beyond the obvious and explore the hidden aspects all around you. Profound truths. So, Cancers, I feel like the first advice for you from the deep dive is to look deeper. To be honest, this is what I'm getting. I feel like there is a barrier of information that you are missing. I feel like there's something that the universe needs you to see. And I feel like it's a profound truth that will break this chain, something that's blocking you from truly moving forward, from gaining a perspective about a situation, person, place, or thing that you really need at this time. So I feel like this is your advice. I feel like you really need to go within. I feel like you need to take the time to try to gain some deeper perspective here. There is something hidden from you. Okay. I feel like right now, Cancers, you guys are beautiful, like this peacock here, vivid splendor. I feel like you need to trust your ability to shine and make a positive impact by being true to yourself, bold confidence. I feel like you need to make sure you see yourself properly. A lot of the times, people gain their confidence from external factors, the things that people say about us rather than how we feel about ourselves. And I feel like maybe this kind of goes along with this mystery within. I feel like maybe there's an aspect of yourself that you're not seeing clearly. And I feel like this chain needs to be broken. And instead of fearing what's hidden in this cave or in this dark space, I feel like you need to dive in there, because I feel like it's going to give you a truth about yourself, maybe that you kind of knew about or questioned, but I feel like it's going to make you feel more confident in who you are deep down, because you really should see yourself in the most profound way. Because I feel like with this peacock energy, this is how you are being seen by others at this time. But I feel like maybe you're questioning your ability to have a positive impact in people's lives. I feel like as a Cancerian, home and family, friends, your 10 of cups, right? Those are the things that mean the most to you, that mean the most to your heart space. But I feel like you are questioning your ability to contribute properly in those ways, and you shouldn't. With honor memories, let remembering comfort you. Knowing reflection can bring healing and closure, finding solace. Yeah, like I said, there is something that you need to gain a different perspective on. This could be pertaining to a past relationship, a current relationship, maybe that you're getting ready to walk away from, a past friendship, whatever this may be. I feel like there were amazing memories that you had in this connection or situation. And I feel like don't be afraid to look within, right? Dive deep into the memories, the good ones and the bad ones. I feel like by doing that, it will give you a profound truth. It will give you a different perspective on the situation. It will help you find solace. It will help you start to heal and find true closure of the situation. So I feel like, Cancer, you have some definitely deep diving to do, but I feel like what you're going to find if you take the time to do it, not be afraid to look at it, you will be happy you did. All right, let's get 3 for Cancers and their money spread. Give me 3 for Cancers, 2 more, please, for Cancers and the money spread. Okay, one more. One more, please, for Cancers. Okay. All right. So first one that came out, parenthood. So Cancer, some of you guys might be becoming new parents very soon. Okay. And it seems like it could be recent parenthood. So very new, a new child coming into the world. Maybe someone's pregnant or just had a baby. Or maybe this is something you are working on. Of course, this is definitely going to affect your finances. Maybe you guys, just kind of connecting back to the beginning spread, that deeper dive spread about finding solace. Where it talks about kind of looking back at the memories and healing and closure. You could be walking away from a connection where you have children with someone. So your finances could be affected in this way, especially, if you have to deal with something like child support or anything like that. So, that could be something that you're going to end up having to deal with. I feel like you guys are diving deeper into your spirituality at this time. Maybe you guys are working on manifesting abundance. Maybe you guys are, again, actually starting a spiritual business. Maybe you guys are healers as well. Maybe some type of reader. So maybe this is the industry that you are in. Maybe this is something that you do for work, whether this is your 9 to 5, whether this is a side job. I feel like you guys are definitely attached to spirituality in some way. I feel like you guys have some financial freedom coming. And I feel like this is what you are striving for. I feel like you are really trying to reduce a lot of your expenses and find a way to gain abundance so that you can invest. I feel like your money is definitely going to be growing. I feel like you're going to have kind of a push and pull with your finances, especially again, if any of you guys have, children, especially if you are dealing with like a new baby. New babies are very expensive just for their care and things like that. Or again, if you are disconnecting from a relationship, marriage, something like that, and you're dealing with some type of child support, that could also affect your finances. But I feel like you are going to find a good balance and you are going to eventually be able to find a way back to your financial freedom and abundance here, Cancers. Okay. All right. Let me give you messages from your higher self, Cancers. Messages from Cancer's higher self. One more, please. Okay. Seems like that one to flip, so we'll take it. Cancer's higher self messages. So the first one out for you, Cancer, is what you find may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. As you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your highest self, and you are a beacon for others to follow. So don't hide the bright light you are. So I feel like this is definitely pertaining to you. And I say that with the spirituality message in the money spread. So again, I feel like either this is part of a job that you do, but I feel like you definitely have a true connection right now to spirit. I feel like you are definitely manifesting. I feel like you have a connection with your spirit guides. And I feel like you are on this journey right now. Maybe you guys are going through a dark night of the soul, or just, you're going through a spiritual awakening is what I'm getting from this one, where it's telling me that you're getting closer to your higher self. So I feel like you are truly taking a deep dive. I feel like, there's some things that you may have not tapped into yet. You're still working toward, but I feel like you're going to be surprised. I feel like what you feel like you are going to find, it's not going to be what you expect, but I feel like you're going to find it's truly what you've been needing. I feel like it's going to provide a certain fulfillment that you didn't know really was important to you. And I feel like you are going to find that you are truly going to be a trendsetter, whether that's amongst your friends, family, but I feel like you are really going to be that beacon. You're going to be that rebel, of that light, for others to truly be able to look at life from a different perspective. And I feel like it could be, maybe a lonely and maybe a tough journey, but I feel like you will find your soul tribe. So I'm encouraging you to keep going, Cancerians, okay? I feel like you will definitely eventually find exactly what you need, and it will be amazingly fulfilling to your heart and to your soul. Okay. All right. Let me give you your quick Zodiac 180. See if you're connecting to any other Zodiac signs and get you some quick advice from the universe. Let's see, 3 for Cancerians, please. 3, 2 more, and 1 more for Cancerians, please. Okay. All right. So we have tools, chocolate, and rings. Wow. Okay. Well, Cancerians. So some of you guys, basically, I feel like you, again, are really finding a way to hone in on your abilities. With this tools card, I have the number 1 here, Capricorn energy. The month of January could be very significant, the start of the new year. But I feel like you guys are figuring out that you have some amazing abilities. This is going to create resources. Like I said, if you guys are spiritual advisors, tarot readers, anything, in regards to spirituality, maybe you have a channel, maybe you offer advice, things like that. But I feel like this could definitely be something where you help others. Um, and you definitely have, the ability to do so, the resources. This is also connected with masculinity, so I could be connecting to a masculine Cancer. Again, masculinity is energy, but I feel like, this is who this is talking to and about. With this number 9, Libra energy, chocolate, satisfaction, perfection, love, romance. I feel like there is somebody you have definitely on your mind in matters of the heart space. This person is either remind you of chocolate. Maybe this person is very sweet. I feel like this person makes you feel good about yourself from your heart space. They put you in an elevated mood. I feel like you look at this person as perfection. This person embodies love. This is someone you want to have a romantic connection with. And I feel like it's very satisfying, if you're not connected to them. When you think about them, if this is somebody you are connected to, I feel like you are very much in love. And I say that with this rings, out here, the number 2, Gemini energy. I feel like you want to have a strong connection and bond with this person if you don't already. I feel like from the beginning spread, where it talks about honoring the memories, in connection to this rings card. So I feel like with this saying, let remembering comfort you, knowing reflection can bring healing and closure. This is more about closure. When we're looking at this particular message, this is about creating contracts, agreements. This is about unions and bonds and connections. I feel like you have a telepathic connection to someone. I feel like this is someone you want to be committed to, long term. I feel like this is a soulmate. So maybe Cancerians, you guys are in the process of disconnecting from one relationship and looking forward to moving forward in the future into another. And there is a particular person that you see is very sweet, that you want to connect to. Okay. Beautiful energy, Cancerians. And I pray that it works out for you. Okay, and then let me get you your love messages For the person on your mind, give me 3 love messages for Cancerians. One more, please. Okay. Okay, so I'll take all those because they came out. I feel like they are here for a reason. Let me get 2 from here. 2 for Cancerians. 2 for the person on Cancerian's mind. Give me 2, please. 2, please. One more, please, for the person on Cancerian's mind. Okay. Okay, so the first one's out for Cancer. I have values. We have too many differences. Unsatisfied. Broken. And then we have guilty. And then I have mend. So from this top spread, Cancerians, like I said, this is just confirming what I just said previously. I feel like you are walking away or have just walked away from a connection where you valued this person. I feel like you guys had a connection or have a connection where you guys have probably known each other for a long time, but you guys had too many differences and it created tension. I feel like it left you feeling unsatisfied. I feel like, again, going back to what I said about Cancerian characteristics, you guys really connect to family, home. That is really truly where your heart space is connected. And so I feel like this is a situation where you were not satisfied in a previous connection or in your current connection. It makes you feel shattered. It makes you feel broken. There's not a lot of feelings of joy. And I feel like it's leaving you feeling a bit guilty, because I feel like you have a person that wants to mend the connection, but I feel like you guys have tried this already multiple times and it just never seems to come together in the way that it should. No matter how many band-aids you try to put over the crack, it just never comes together as it should. And again, I feel like this may make you feel feelings of guilt, because I don't feel like walking away is what you wanted. But at the end of the day, you realize that it just cannot work. I also feel like this could be for a group of you guys who had a connection with someone and you felt like that you guys had too many differences, and I feel like this is someone who you disconnected from. This person felt unsatisfied with the connection, and you possibly broke their heart. And maybe this is why you feel guilt, because you know that it caused them pain. And you feel like the connection is broken, but I feel like it is something you want to fix or reconcile. And I feel like with the person on your mind, I feel like this is something that you want. I feel like you want to rewrite your story with this particular person. And I feel like with this I promise I love you card, um, I feel like this is something that you possibly never told this person. Again, maybe why you feel a level of guilt. And I feel like you definitely want to reconcile and try to mend the connection. And I feel like with that chocolate, that ring card coming out in the Zodiac spread, I feel like that is the person that is on your mind, Cancerian. That is the person that you are looking forward to connecting to in the future. Well, I would say good luck. I really pray that things work out for you in the way that they should. I pray that you're able to find the love that you truly deserve, Cancerians. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, that is what I have for your quick deep dive. If the message resonated, hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and follow me. But until next time, you guys, bye.